How's it going, guys? It's EOD. Today I'll be showing you how to install the Marius app. Previously, it was just a script on GitHub which you just ran a command through PowerShell as admin, but now I have made it so it's just on your system all the time. There is no internet involved unless you update the script. Well, I made a script about maybe 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and it completely broke everything. It kind of made the app kind of useless, which was kind of concerning because I kind of like, well, it got kind of big on Twitter, which is kind of concerning for users that want to use it. And people like when I speak to people in Discord calls, that people are using this, which is fucking fantastic. Something that I made has come to someone's convenience. This app was just made to the Marius board for easier convenience to tune the controller, check dead zones, and all that stuff, and all that type of stuff. Anyways, today I will present to you the Marius app. So what happens now is that it gets installed onto your desktop, and you can just launch it whenever you want. And as you can see, this is what it used to look like a couple months ago. It's pretty basic. Pretty basic. Alright, we'll go to the GitHub, and this is for the existing users too, so I'm going to be uninstalling the Marius Configurator off my system, and there's some stuff down here you can read, but the only things you need to focus on are these two things here. Step 1, uninstall. Just make sure that your system is completely clean, and then reinstall. That's all I ask you to do, and that's what you should be doing. Okay, so we're going to minimize this now. I'm going to exit out of here. And as you notice, there's a version number down at the bottom, v3. And I put v3.0 so I can rise the, from 0 to 1 to 9, And then once it hits v4, there'll be a major update. Depending on Marius's tools, if they get updated or whatever, that's going to be the major update. For now, this is the update that supports all Marius boards that are currently out in people's hands. And when the future comes with new software and new stuff that comes from Marius, it will get updated to v4. Okay, so I'm going to close the application. Now you want to go back to the GitHub, and you want to make sure that you follow step 1. This is very important. So you want to do this, is you want to go here, copy that, go to your start menu and type in PowerShell, right click and run as administrator. Once you're in the administrator Windows PowerShell, you already copied it, so all you have to do is right click and then press enter. Okay, so the uninstaller worked. This is the uninstaller. It's pretty basic. I don't want it to make it too complicated, so people can just read the code if they want. Basically, it just removes anything that the program puts into your Windows install. So yeah, done. 2 items removed, 2 already absent. Blah blah blah. Okay, all good. So we continue, and then you can close it. Now you want to copy the step 2 and reinstall. So this is going to install it freshly for you. So once again, go to PowerShell, run as administrator, and then right click again and press enter. Now what's this going to do? I should have demonstrated this then, but we'll demonstrate it again once again. It should install it back onto your system. So we're going to uninstall it for other things. So we're going to go to PowerShell. Make sure to run it as an administrator. When you copy things into the PowerShell, you can actually go back. You can use your arrow keys to go back and forth. So if you want to install it, you can just read the script. So mine's right here. I can just press uninstall. Now you see the Marius board icon has disappeared, and then you can press any key to exit. And if you click on the thing, it should allow you to actually use it from here as well. So we're going to reinstall it, and that's done. It's reinstalled. Now where this Marius board app actually installs is actually in your app data. So just type in run in your start menu. When you get to this point of time, just put %appdata%. And then this is where it lives in app data. It lives in roaming and Marius right here. I almost said Mario, because everyone's saying the Mario board on Twitch and all that stuff. So yeah, anytime you want to run the app, it's on your system, it's ready to go. Still the same as it was 2 months ago, apart from a couple of things. Set up a controller, so you set up your controller for here. Joystick tester, so you can, test your averages and your, your sticks, etc., etc. So yeah, I've got a 7.5 on this, so if we just move it around, we can actually match it. But yeah, it's actually matched. This is what I prefer. Got a polling rate checker as well, so you can check your polling rate. To 8,000, which is pretty cool. A firmware updater, which is pretty much, useless at this point because Marius himself hasn't updated the firmware for months. But from his mouth or from his DMs, he's been saying there's going to be some development next week. From this day, I should say, or from next week, whatever. Doesn't really concern me. A setup guide by Parasite on Twitter. So it opens your Twitter page and goes there. Shows you how to set up the controller. It's a 31-minute video. It's pretty handful. A game bar notification removal. On some systems that I've seen, sometimes there's like an error message. I'm not sure if it's actually applying, but if it's not applying, please check. The script's there for you to read in the source code. If it's not applying for your system, please let me know. But it says here it's currently applied. So every time you have an 8K controller that's affected by the system, some systems don't have the bug where when you connect to 8K and you unplug and reconnect, it doesn't have any issues. It connects instantly and no dramas, But my system has that problem, so yeah, what can I do? So yeah, it was a game bar fixed by Freethy. Thanks to Freethy for the script as well. He will be making a video once a certain company will take the controller that I have with a spare board and build it, and then give him some back buttons, whatever. Once they build that and he makes the video on it, hopefully we can do some business with them. But yeah, at the time being, it's just waiting game for them to respond. Anyways, you can close out of this. Create a Twitter. So this is Marius's Twitter as well, so you can follow him for updates. The only updates I've been seeing so far from him, from in public view, is that he's doing a PS5 controller and an Xbox controller. This is actually pretty huge for Xbox users because they won't have to use their shitty 250 polling rate. So yeah, they're gonna be enjoying their Xbox controllers at 8K, which is gonna be amazing for people. That's gonna be amazing. And update script. So what this does, I can demonstrate it. It will just pull the latest from GitHub, which will be in the releases, and it will also be updated on the source, main page. So both scripts will be updated the same way, and it will be called v3.1. Just say, and I'll label it and say, updated the script because I found a bug. So yeah, I'll just update the script. It will do the same thing. It will freeze. It will launch, and then it should close the other one in the background. It's pretty simple. And then yeah, the exit this application, and that's the Marius board configurator. Sits on your desktop, sits in your start menu. This is going to be fixed for other start menus for Windows. I apologize, I only made it for the 25H2 start menu. As you can see, if I go over here, it's in here. I can actually launch it from here, and it will launch the exact same. But yeah, that's the Marius board configurator app. I appreciate you guys downloading this app. It's really easy to use. It's for your convenience. It's free. It's open source, and there's nothing else you need to do with the Marius board. No need to be searching. no need to open your browser. The browser will open in a Chromium-based browser, so you can use Chrome, Edge, Brave, whatever uses Chromium, the OS of Chromium, it will work. Whatever's in the source code that it detects that browser, but the main three are Brave, Google, and Edge. But some people might be different and they might use some other ones, so I put them in there just in case someone's using a different browser. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good one. Peace.